Good morning, guys. How are you all doing today? Grateful to be alive. Grateful for another day to build. Sharon here, and here's today's message. There are some things you hear as a child you don't fully understand until much later in life. One of those lines for me was this: early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. When you're young, it sounds like something adults just say to make you sleep early. It doesn't really mean much. But recently, that line started making complete sense to me. It's been 63 days now that I've been waking up at 4 a.m. Exactly at 4 a.m. Now, to be honest, I used to wake up early before, but I wasn't consistent. Some days I used to wake up early, other days I used to sleep in, and I would always find reason. If I slept late, I said I needed more rest. If I felt tired, I would hit snooze on the alarm. Excuses were always available. But over the past 2 months, something changed. No matter what time I sleep, I still wake up at 4 a.m. I stopped negotiating with myself. And that one decision changed the rhythm of my days. One thing I always knew, even before this routine, was that working out the first thing in the morning changes my entire mood. When I trained early, the day felt different, more energy, better focus, and better discipline. But when I woke up late, the whole day felt rushed. You start the day reacting instead of leading. Now, when I wake up at 4 a.m., something else happens. The world is quiet, no messages, no conversation, no distractions. It's just you and your thoughts. And in that quiet space, you begin the day with intention. The first thing I do when I wake up is gratitude. Just thanking God for another day. Then I read a few lines from the Psalms, and after that I drink a glass of detox water. That's hot water, lime, salt, and chia seeds. Then something that I've been doing for years, even before it got viral: dipping face in ice water. It wakes you up instantly. After that comes what I call the winning hour. As I've already mentioned, I've read it in the book 5 a.m. Club, and I have followed it since. That focused hour before the world wakes up. Then I head to the gym, then I go to church, and by the time most people are starting their day, I have already prayed, trained, reflected, and built momentum. And that momentum carries into everything else: working, recording my videos, building the life that I want. When people hear about waking up early, they think the point is the time. But it's not really about the time, it's about control. When you wake up early, you take control of your day before the world takes control of you. You get time to think, time to strengthen your body, time to strengthen your faith, time to plan what you're building. And that's why that old quote makes sense now. Health comes from movement, wealth comes from disciplined work, and mornings give you space for all three. Most people resist waking up early, not because it's impossible, because comfort is easier. Scrolling late, watching videos, delaying sleep. But once you decide your goals matter more than comfort, discipline becomes easier. For me, mornings are also when my faith feels strongest. The mind is clear, the world is silent, prayer feels deeper, and scripture feels clearer. And that alignment changes how you approach the entire day. So you ask yourself something honestly: how do you start your mornings? Do you wake up intentionally, or do you wake up reacting? Because the morning often determines the direction of the entire day. That line I heard growing up finally makes sense now. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Not because waking up early magically changes your life, but because what you do in those quiet hours begins shaping the person you become. Build your mornings well, and you slowly build your life well. I'll see you tomorrow.